Bang! Neeves Knives. I'm Jared, and today we're checking out 10 great bang for your buck knives. Now, starting the list off, we have the Petrified Fish Beluga. A great affordable option with blue micarta that's done very well. Deep carry clip that is reversible, and it has amazing action. This fuller works really good for the reverse flick, and you can even thumb flick it. It also has a top flipper. The deployment options work great, good access to the lock bar, and it's using K110 steel. K110 steel is D2, that's what it is. So it is a D2 steel, but this is a great affordable option. Let's get to the next one. The next one is the CIVIVI Keen NADDER. Now this one's great if you like something a little different. This one has a recurved tanto. The fit and finish on this knife it's extremely well done. The action is as good as you can get on a budget knife. It's really good. Great access to the lock bar, complete fall shut action, and if you're not good at the reverse flick from a fuller, which this one's easy to do, you have the thumb studs and a flipper. Lots of deployment options on this. We have micarta, an N690 steel. It does have a hollow grind and a flat grind, so we have a dual grind recurve tanto. So pretty crazy, but it works extremely well, and it's in a great affordable option. Reversible deep carry clip, T8 hardware all the way around. Yeah, great option there. Next, we have the Kaiser Silver. Now, this one is on washers, but anybody who knows anything about washers, especially Kaiser's washers, they get so smooth over time. The longer you have it, the more you flick it, it just gets smoother and smoother and smoother, and this one is getting extremely smooth over time. Really nice, well done micarta. I love this micarta from Kaiser. It has large T8 hardware all the way around, really strong build, but it's extremely lightweight. This is an S35 VN blade, and it also comes in an aluminum handle version. So you got a premium steel, good handle material, good access to the lock bar, smooth action, and the detent is super snappy, very easy to deploy, and it has somewhat of a unique look while being extremely functional with this hollow ground blade. The clip is not deep carry and it's not reversible, but that's going to give you something to pull in and out of your pocket. It is pretty unique, but also a great option and great price. Next, we have a SENCUT. Now, SENCUT is the budget line, the very budget line of CIVIVI, and they do a really good job with their knives. Now this one is in D2. Some of their knives are in 9CR, but this one is in D2. Now the fuller on this one is very easy to reverse flick, and then you have G10 on the scales. You have access to the lock bar that's really well done, so it's easy to disengage. Very smooth action. We have an internal stop pin that adds to the side-to-side strength, deep carry reversible clip, and the clip point blade is more of a straight clip point, so it's going to still be good for utility cuts. The blade feels a little bit large for the handle, but that's also what makes this thing so awesome. Let's get to the next one. Next is the KUBEY KU331. Now this one, in my opinion, looks a lot like a Ferrum Forge design. It has a really big reverse flicking hole, very easy to get to, super solid detent. KUBEY does a really good job with the detents. Then you also have the front flipper. Both actions work extremely well. Now this example has the JG10, which you can use to dye whatever color you want, but it does come in many different options, so you can pick a color, or get the jade, or you can get the jade and then dye it yourself. Reversible deep carry clip, and it does ride on ceramic caged bearings. Good access to the lock bar. Very good price on this one, and KUBEY has a lot of knives in the same price range that are all really good. Next, I had to put this on the list because it's about the best bang for your buck knife you can get when we're talking about extremely affordable. This is the GANZO FH21. I know you guys have seen it a lot on my channel, but it's because the detent is so good. It's super snappy. It uses D2 steel for under 25 bucks or under 30 bucks. It has action like you'd expect on a super high-end knife. It is a manual action, so it's not assisted, but man, it almost feels assisted. It's so snappy. Deep carry clip, not reversible. Perfect centering. Lockup is rock solid. It's a super solid knife. You really can't go wrong for the money on this one. Next, we have the CIVIVI Conspirator. Now, I had to put this one on the list because it's a button lock, and you know, CIVIVI is doing an incredible job with their button locks, and you know, it was only recently that we've been able to get button locks for such good value, and this one has stayed rock solid lockup. The action is amazing. It has multiple forms of deployment. You can use the fuller, or you know, you can thumb flick it. You got the flipper tab, or you can just use the button. Great action. Micarta scales, deep carry clip that is reversible, T8 hardware all the way around, amazing ergos, good geometry, great blade shape, and this one is in Nitro V steel, an incredible steel, and it sharpens up really good, takes a really good edge, holds a really good edge. I find it to be very similar to 14C 28N, and both steels from CIVIVI, they do an incredible job with. Next. Now this next one is somewhat of a recent drop. We have the Kaiser HICCUP. Now there's a couple different options. You can pick the one with the flipper or the one with the front flipper. This one is obviously the one with the front flipper. And then it has a removable thumb stud that you can put on or off. So when you take this one off, it just has the full entire hole, but I like having the thumb stud on there because it makes the action so good. Even without it, it's really good. But it comes with 154 cm blade steel. 154 cm is a fantastic blade steel. The blade shape works really good. It's very versatile. I like this micarta from Kaiser. It patinas really well, and it's very soft. The button lock on this works extremely well. Kaiser is another company doing really well with their button locks. They do a really good job, and this one is just a great example of what we're seeing today. The action is amazing with the multiple forms of deployment, and yeah, you really can't go wrong with a lot of Kaisers. A lot of Kaisers that are just knocking it out of the park, and that is one of them. Next, I know I've shown this on the channel recently quite a bit, but I'm not sure how many are left available. I will link it down in the description, but these things are like under 90 bucks or right around 90 bucks, and you're getting a titanium frame lock with a steel lock bar insert, VG10 steel. This is a great kitchen utility folder. Yes, you could just use it as an EDC knife, but it also works really good in the kitchen. It's just a great blade shape and grind for both, you know, both things. Very slim in the hand, nice broad blade, which is also very similar to a kitchen knife. The clip works great. The reverse flicking action is amazing, and I've been very happy with this knife since I've gotten it, so I can't help but recommend it to you guys. And it's very easy to deploy left-handed because that hole is so big. You have so much leverage to reverse flick it. It has somewhat of a futuristic look, very aerodynamic, but you either like that or you don't. I think it looks really cool, and I can just see it and know, it just has a nice functional shape to it, and they do a really good job with it. Next, the TWOSUN TS301. Now, these are about the best bang for the buck knives you can get. Now, mine happens to be in 14C 28N. The ones I'm going to link are going to be in D2. That's the only thing. But you're getting a premium quality knife here. Full titanium frame lock with a carbon fiber and a micarta overlay. It does have the steel lock bar insert in there. It's on ceramic caged bearings that are on a racetrack. It does have a detent ramp, so it's easy to get past the detent. The thumb studs are extremely well placed, and they're so easy to launch off of. This has, just getting one in hand, you know right away, like, this is premium quality. The geometry is amazing. It slices incredibly well. Not my favorite blade shape for EDC, but what a great value here. From any other company, this would be so much more money. What a great knife. Now the last one is the TWOSUN TS267. None of these were in any particular order, but these last two, especially this one, this is under $100. You're getting a full titanium bolster lock with carbon fiber, titanium milled pocket clip and backspacer, 14C 28M. Incredible action. Ceramic caged bearings on a racetrack. You have a detent ramp, internal stop pins. The front flipping action is amazing. The blade shape is a clip point blade, and in this case it works really good for utility cuts. The size of it is great. You can easily use it left-handed because it is because it does have the cover here because it's a bolster lock, so very easy to use right-handed or left-handed. The access to the lock bar, super smooth, and it feels very premium. I don't like this little cutout on the scale. It does add to the weight relieving of it, but you know, I don't even care. It's so good. Such a good value here. It's almost unbeatable, the value here. But fantastic knife, and just feeling it and, you know, having it for so long, because I've had this for quite a while, and it is held up super good. It's rock solid lockup, and yeah, just premium quality here. Not every single TWOSUN is of premium quality, but there are some that they just knock it out of the park on, and this is one of them. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.